The idea of this video is to talk about something that I'm sure that a lot of you guys are thinking about, especially at this time of the year. I'm gonna try to be straightforward with y'all and answer the question. Can you crack the IMAT in 4 months? Absolutely. But in order to keep this realistic to all of you, there's a couple of things that we have to understand. Basically, first of all, wanting or not, we all went through some requirements. Everybody had to go to a secondary school. So you had contact to mathematics, biology, chemistry, physics, and so on. Of course, not everyone had the same education. We're talking about people from different countries, but every single person had contact, at least in some matter, with these disciplines. Another thing is that if you think that your biology or your chemistry or your mathematics are not strong enough, that's okay. But you have to understand that probably the distance between you and a person that had a great education and that feel confident into that topic is not as far as you think. Probably they just know a little bit more, but there's a certain limit where the exam is gonna expect you to know or to understand. And this is very interesting because you might not see it that way. And I'm trying to give you this perspective, but later on in 2-3 years, you're gonna look back and you're gonna realize that the exam is not gonna try to make you a biologist, a professional mathematician, post-graduated. They just want to make sure that you understand a couple of topics that if you check these boxes, you're good to go. So in order to be able to do that, you have to put effort, okay? You have to grind. So pretty much depends on how bad do you want that, okay? So what I want to share with you is a couple of mindsets that might help you to organize these knowledges and these topics in your head. So first of all, you have to understand the exam. What does the exam expect from you? So there are a couple of things that you have to know and you have to be secure on it. If you go through the last 10 years of the IMAT exams, you can see that there's a couple of questions that are predictable and they only change the context, the way they're going to ask you. But you know that there will be a question about plasmatic membrane of the cell. There will be a question talking about the differences between a prokaryote cell and a eukaryote cell. So these things are basic, so you have to understand the exam. You understand what it wants from you. Secondly, you have to build a plan. So if chemistry is your weaknesses, if you think that chemistry is the problem, remember, first of all, your lack of knowledge is not that far. This is the first thing you have to keep in mind. Your lack of knowledge in chemistry is not as big as you think. So I would separate probably 2 weeks to try to cover the majority of the chemistry. So I'm talking about inorganic chemistry and organic chemistry. 2 weeks are enough time to go through it. So only try to find a playlist, try to find a good YouTuber or a good book that can allow you to have a fully understanding. You don't have to go through every single detail, but just the basics in order to understand. After that, I would recommend you to go to practice questions, okay? So you can take, for example, the previous exams and try to crack them, or search for some material on the internet. There's a couple of things that you can find, some PDFs, some free PDFs with questions, and just challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to do the best. That will help you to identify your lack of knowledge. So if you're having trouble with some particular questions, you can go back on that playlist. And then now you can deep your knowledge into that. So the questions will help you during this period of study. But now, if you're a person that already are confident about chemistry, these topics are very fresh in your mind, I would say go straight to the questions. That's what most of the people recommend when you search out a video talking about the IMAT or any other topic to an exam. Okay, if you're comfortable enough, the best way you can prepare yourself is through questions after question after question after question, because these are going to be your guide. These are going to be a great tool to tell you that, look, you're not that secure in this topic, so go back and study this so you feel comfortable enough. So after you understand the exam and you build a plan, you have to have discipline. So every day a little bit, even weekends, because this will help you to build the habit. And you don't want to lose track of your studies now. You can't allow yourself to give yourself a day off. So every day a little bit. If you're not feeling the best, some particular day, just do it for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Grab the book, review the topic, make a couple of questions. So focus and discipline are extremely important at this point. So yeah, that's why I think 4 months, it's time enough to prepare yourself. Even if you're not comfortable with any of the subjects from the IMAT, if you apply these strategies, let's say 1 to 3 weeks of studying and the rest of the time sorting questions, you will be prepared, because people won't do that. People will rather prefer try to find YouTube videos trying to hear a lot about the IMAT than studying itself. Doesn't matter how many people are going to attempt that exam. Doesn't matter how many people are going to be competing with. What really matters is how bad do you want it. Trust me. Everybody wants to study medicine in Italy, but not everyone is going to put the effort to do that. If you're able to follow these and be frequent, I can guarantee you that 4 months, it's more than enough time to prepare for the IMAT. So if you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, considering and subscribing. I'll be posting more videos, and soon enough, if you want, I can make a video talking about chemistry and the IMAT and the best way to prepare yourself, what to focus on those 2 weeks of study, and challenge yourself. Stay focused, take care, and good luck with the studies. I'll see you guys in the next one.